So California Governor Gavin Newsom posted a tweet this week criticizing Tennessee for, quote, banning being gay in public. That is, again, from the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, saying Tennessee has banned being gay in public.
That's right.
Now, that would be a big deal if it were true. And critics were quick to point out that the law he was referring to actually restricted sexual conduct in public, and it also was altered recently to remove the word homosexual last month.
That's right. But this is not the only time the far left have spun GOP-backed laws. Let's go off the wall to dig into the most shocking examples. This town in Tennessee is Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It was a public indecency law that would apply whether you're gay or straight, yet it gets spun as something of now it's illegal to be gay in Tennessee in public. They use that to gin up outrage about Tennessee.
And that tweet, that statement, again, from the governor of California, should set off all types of alarm bells and fly red flags. Do you really think, at face value, you should accept the idea that someone has banned being gay in public?
But that's the one-sided culture war they want to have. Right. Characterize it as this is what Republicans are against. Be scared, vote for us. And they think that works.
And it's not the first time. And that's the point of Off the Wall today, is take a look at the way complicated, nuanced, substantive laws are turned into these ridiculous tweets or headlines. And it's happened on numerous occasions in the state of Florida. The Florida Parental Rights and Education Act was one of these acts. It gets picked up across pop culture. Sports media, Pete, was talking about this. And what were they calling this law?
Well, most people had no idea it was called the Florida's Parental Rights and Education Act because it got dubbed early on as the Don't Say Gay bill. There was a problem with that. So the substance of it is it's intended to protect kids, minors, so banning schools or third parties from instructing kids on sexual orientation and gender identity, K through third grade. In fact, a lot of conservatives...
K through third grade.
Third grade. A lot of conservatives thought, well, you should really go past third grade with that. I don't feel like fourth graders should be doing it either. But the trend of gender indoctrination, Ron DeSantis said, we're going to stop that.
And the spin is, as Pete pointed out, Florida's Don't Say Gay bill is child abuse. Plain and simple. And again, if you're just a slightly thinking person, your alarm bells would go off. The red flags would fly. Do you think somebody outlawed your ability to say the word gay?
That's exactly right. So the reality of it is the word gay is never mentioned in the bill at all. It doesn't say gay. It doesn't say don't say gay. It talks about age-appropriate sexual discussions on core curriculum.
Yeah, let's stay in the state of Florida because this keeps happening over and over and again. And to be honest, that's probably a reflection of Ron DeSantis' political aspirations and at that time, his likelihood or his probability to become the nominee for president of the United States.
But I also think he had his finger on the pulse of the base for a very long time. If you're getting this gender indoctrination or you're getting CRT in schools that are using an oppressor, let's do something about it so the kids aren't getting indoctrinated.
And that's what the Florida's African-American history curriculum began to do. It took a look at, for example, like AP classes and AP studies and made sure it wasn't basically indoctrinating CRT and DEI thought processes. One thing it did not do, Pete, is outlaw African-American history.
No, not at all. It looked at CRT, as you said, all the DEI stuff, the anti-racism that has proliferated. So you might think you're safe in Florida, but if you do the research, this is the lens through which history is now taught, the Howard Zinn perspective. He said, we're just going to correct that.
And here's the spin of how it was received. Here's Vice President Kamala Harris.
They want to replace history with lies. Middle school students in Florida to be told that enslaved people benefited from slavery.
So here's what they do. They take one little aspect of the entire curriculum and blow it up as the definition of the curriculum. A descendant of a slave, Dr. William Allen, was part of writing this particular curriculum. And they got criticism for acknowledging that inside the slave trade, obviously, things were learned, but the slave trade was horrible. And overwhelmingly, terrible for black people and for our country. The curriculum says that, but they would never acknowledge
Yeah,
that.
it's as you said, take one little thing and blow it up into this major controversy. It's not just the state of Florida, though. Let's take a look at how it happened in other states as well.
There's an interesting news hook to this one, too, that just dropped as far as Major League Baseball.
That's correct. It's Georgia's voting law. And if you'll remember, this was after the 2020 election and concerns about voting integrity. Georgia comes in, passes laws to increase the integrity. Major freak out to the extent that Major League Baseball pulled their All-Star game out of Atlanta. Now, why was there a freak out?
Well, the freak out was because you described it. They put in election integrity laws. The Democrats didn't like those developments, so they made it look like Jim Crow 2.0. That's exactly the spin of it. But you remember the outrage then, Will? I mean, yeah, go ahead. Two insidious things. They call it voter suppression and subversion. Proponents of the bill would simply say, we want to know who you are when you vote. We want to control mail-out, mail-in ballots, all the signature verification, all the things that you would want in your vote. But the outrage would have made me think Major League Baseball's never coming back with their All-Star game to Georgia.
Jim Eagle.
Absolutely.
Jim Crow 2.0.
But wait, has the law changed?
The law has not changed. It still is, as you described. It increased voter integrity. At the same time, it increased turnout. No effect on suppression. And by the way, Major League Baseball's All-Star game is returning now.
Oh, so it's over now?
I guess it's over.
Is Jim Crow 2.0 is done?
Yeah.
So we couldn't go anywhere near it in 2021, but now we're cool.
It just shows the ridiculousness of which they turn these laws into. Do this for me really quickly. Throw Gavin Newsom's tweet back up there one more time. Remember, he's saying it has been outlawed to be gay in public in the state of Tennessee. What I'd like Gavin Newsom to answer, and maybe he can come on Fox and Friends, is, are you suggesting that it is one and the same to be gay and to be indecent in public? What is he saying here? Exactly.
It's a very interesting point.
Because all the law did,
the implication.
All the law did is outlaw public indecency.
Public indecency, not okay. I would love the governor to come on our program.
Yeah.
Maybe join us for an Off the Wall.
Let us know what you meant.
Whatever he
Governor.
wants.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.